Hi guys, I'm back from Perpetual Watch Lover, and today I'm going to show you a little how-to on how to size a vintage Cartier bracelet. I'm talking about the vintage Cartier Santos Mark 1 bracelet. In this case, I'm holding a lady's piece that I just sold, but the person is giving this to his girlfriend, and this particular one has a very short bracelet. So I'm quickly going to show you the best way to add some links into this, because there are a few tips and tricks that you need to do this properly. And I remember like the first Cartiers that I bought that needed some extra links. I was really having a big battle with it to do this. So first up, you will need your Cartier Santos, obviously. You need some extra links, and since these don't have any screws but they're like springy type links, you will also need a couple of tools. Personally, I prefer to use a small screwdriver. This is referred to as a pink screwdriver, which is usually a 0.6mm screwdriver. It's quite thin. You will need a fairly thin one. You can also probably do this with like a big needle. Something that's made out of stainless steel is the best, because you will need to put some pressure into the spring. So let's get into it. So as I said before, you will need obviously your watch and a couple of extra links. This is what we refer to as a Mark 1 bracelet, because they have these little notches, which has like a certain spring type system that keeps your links connected to each other. These can be very tricky to work on. The Mark 1 has been used for a couple of years, but there's also a Mark 2 and a Mark 3, mainly because these springs tend to break over time. So you always have to pay like proper attention when working on these, that everything is clean, and when cleaning and when changing these links, that there's not really like any big rust or anything, because if that's the case, your bracelet will probably break in the near future. This one, as you can see, is fairly stretch free. I did not spot any rust whatsoever. It's got a lovely spider dial, by the way. But as said, this one is already sold, so I'm just going to show you how to change a link on these. So let's get into it. As you can see, there are some little notches, and I prefer to use a 60 screwdriver, so 0.6mm, because as you can see, these fit in super nicely into these notches. And you have to press into between the little piece of steel and the other link. And if you do this, you can also put like pressure like this, lateral, remove the screwdriver, and there she is. And in this way, you can quickly remove the link. In this case, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to probably add in 1 on this side, 2 on this side. So I'm going to open up this one as well. Put the screwdriver in between, like so. Put some pressure and slide them apart. It does not always work from the first time, so it will need some time to get used to this. You can actually feel the screwdriver sliding into it as well, so that's also nice. And let me see if I can do this one. Let me grab a loop to make this a little bit easier for me. Sorry if you only see my hair. This is mainly because I want to see what I'm doing. Okay, as you can see, it's not really working in this way, mainly because I don't have anything to hold on to. So I'm going to slide these in here, which will give me more room to work with. When you're putting these links in, you just slide them in. And let me see which is the best way to do this. Slides in like this. You take your screwdriver again, push the spring in, and you will hear a click. That was the little click. And now it's in. So let me remove this one as well. Put the screwdriver in. That was the sliding. And there we go. So as you can see, it's maybe a little bit easier if you do this with the links attached to the bracelet instead of just one, but it's possible both ways. Put this one back in. The links I'm using are NOS, which means they are never used in the past, making them slide a little bit more stiffly, which is okay, which is totally fine. But we'll need maybe some more elbow grease to get in their spots. So these are fitted. These will wear in a little. They are very stiff factory. So once these are worn for like a couple of weeks, they will also blend in with the other links. I talked to the customer about it, and we were talking about polishing this watch, but personally, I don't really enjoy polishing these Cartier watches, mainly because there are many stickers you have to put on, and it's really hard to get like the contrast completely right. Plus, they are kind of scratch magnets, so I prefer to just put them in like this, and within a month or 2 months, you probably won't see the difference anymore. It's quite crazy, actually. I will polish the bezel for him, because he asked that nicely to get like a proper contrast back. Let me do the other one, other side, just to show you. And that's open. Slide it in. Push the little spring. Slide this one in. And push that little spring as well. And there we go. Now she's fully sized up. Hopefully ready to be worn for a couple of years coming. Hope you liked this, and if it was any helpful or you want to see any more how-tos, please leave them any of those comments in the comments below, and I will take a look at it and maybe I can make something. See you next time.